Man.
Shit. I mean,
That's
she
like
ain't bad either.
that's like a foreign Chopper man right there, but a little bit smaller. I mean, like a tad smaller than Chopper. At least Canada Brady, he won't go play in traffic, but he'll go play on the side of a mountain with ice and snow.
I know that's right.
Coach EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Seattle Seahawks and the Dallas Cowboys. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
How much that was? You said it was 3 what? I forgot you can put the price range on this shit. I put from 3 to 6. I do 55,
Man, who?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
We saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Yo.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Plug that back in, did I?
Now an Eastern Michigan man, Darius Jackson on the carry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Close all applications. I put my team like that 5. Yo.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Wait.
A first down carry by Elliott. Gets around him. And he is out of bounds
Pancakes his
inside the
ass.
30.
He called blocking the back.
That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Yeah, add the card to see the price.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to lead to a third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys. And that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them. And now, instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at the first down.
Oh, no.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere.
Come back.
Outside the right upright. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold.
Kick
Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Flex round! Flex round!
To throw on 2nd down. Gaines. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Come on, let's go. What? None.
On third down, Gaines. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover two, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5.
We're going to 54. Why?
The give is to Elliott. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go, get out. Here you go. Then we're going to 53.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
41's the will. Here we go, 47. 26. 26.
They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Hey, Canada, man.
Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46. 26. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard and at least.
Oh, that was just the same down there.
Leads to a third down.
Good bad.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down.
There we go. 180. Here we go, 47. 26.
Third and long for Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This a 43-yard attempt. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So he gets an early chance to redeem himself, and he's able to put that one through.
And how happy is he that he's able to get that second chance so quickly after the first miss, gets his confidence back up, and who knows, they may need him for an even bigger kick later in the game.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial...
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. A first carry from the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick, across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Here we go.
From the gun, Gaines. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. This is Carson, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Come on, let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
To throw on 3rd down, Gaines. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Come on, let's go.
4th down. Gaines. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. What? 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gaines finding his safety valve here.
You got to come back for it. Come on.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Oh, you got hurt.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be open there, and I think open big.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, there we go. Count.
They give to Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. 3-5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides.
Four down. Hey, watch out. Check right 54. Here we go, 46. Then we're going to 53. 26.
A give to Elliott running left. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Oh, y'all can't tackle.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards.
Let me get Griffin back in there. I don't like your pursuit, Alexander. Alexander, I don't like your pursuit. Excuse me.
And it's 2nd and 2.
Run, 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 run! Woo! You got him! You got him! Ha-ha! You got him! Hey! 4 down, 4 down. Here we go. Wide 8.
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go. Wide 8. Here we go. 46. Move. Here we go. 46. 26. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Find Davis on the left side, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. An update now from Oakland. The Raiders are out to an early lead, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 47. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 8. 26. Here we go. 46.
What is Ron doing over there? Damn.
Here we go. 46. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. 10 carry now for Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And they'll run it here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction.
Hey, 47. 26. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-9, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And out now come the Seahawks.
What the fuck I'm looking for? Oh, for a bag. All right, y'all, let's go.
They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw on 2nd down. Gaines. He's going to launch.
Oh, if I want to do it up to the half, I don't know
At
why.
the 46. And he's able to get it back here to the 43.
One.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
And
No, I've heard stories about teams
Brady,
actually doing that back in the good old days.
Canada Brady, we need a little bit of variation here. What did you think about that throw? Huh? Oh, shit.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ooh.
Prescott now on 2nd down. He rifles up and intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
So it's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You're going 47, 47. Four down. Jump. Woo.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. Stays on his feet. A nice run to 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
Killing you. Fires up offensive linemen. When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
I'm impressed by Kevin Bracey. Go practice. Go practice, motherfucker. Go practice.
Yeah, I should have gave Goldenlion my running back. Good game.
Go practice, motherfucker.
Blew him like that boy out there. Shit.
They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And 5 yards on the play as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Come on.
47. Say 47. What do you think?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Don't worry about
side
it.
of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball,
Little
any type
field
of
goal.
movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Hey, switch.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
It's a field goal, buddy.
And just a yard on the pickup
You
there.
got
It'll be
to
2nd
see
and
them
4.
outfit, buddy.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked #1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26. 26.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for the guy trying to tackle him.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
He couldn't have that league plumb full yet. Shit, that boy was saying that free agency's open over there.
Oh, LeRon.
Yeah. It's 11 o'clock at night. You gonna tell him one now? But during the week. He's, we got 29 in there.
Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
What a nice physical tackle by the safety there. And this guy's playing strong safety, which is really a hybrid position. You got to be able to cover back deep, but also you're almost like a linebacker up near the line of scrimmage. They count on him to make big hits in the game.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
What?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. A handoff left, Elliott. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And his kick is right there. It's
playing
good.
great.
And that will make our score 9-0. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's good play.
Man, right into it. Come on, my bad. My bad.
Only 3 there on the screen. It's second
right
down.
into you.
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's able to take this one out to the 35-yard line. First target, first catch at a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Carson. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Tough first half for him. I know the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson.
Oh, that wasn't the face mask.
Just a 1-yard pickup there. It's going to make it third down at 6.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Gaines. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch taken here at the 5-yard line. Interesting. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10.
What the hell is he doing over here? Well, I don't think LeBron knows what the hell he's doing.
46, 46. Here go 46. Here go 46, 46. 26.
And on the ground they go with a running back.
Really? Come on,
and he's going to
y'all.
take this out past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Here go 46. 46.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line. 26. 26.
They run again with Jackson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
I'd have to say that was a pretty darn good run right there. They had 7.
Don't worry about it.
Still able to burn them. They've got to consider themselves lucky they only gave up a first down and not a touchdown.
Fucking turnovers.
The goal line.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when you go into, like, the preseason,
This is
when the
Elliott.
franchise is starting.
Brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
72 out of
Well, we
75.
looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming.
I always enjoyed the conversation.
No, it'll go up to 75.
Officials always
You
tell
won't get
I
no
don't
more
wanna throw the
75.
flag, but you caused the
live and
play.
die.
You did it. I had to.
Live and die. Just live and die.
I hope you get a safety.
Look at it, Brady.
Come on, you're a superstar. See, you get it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack onto their lead as we get set for the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bowling game.
Hey, Swift. 41's the will.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Whoa. That hit there.
Let's go. Let's finish it now. Get out. Here we go. 47, 47, 26.
Now Elliott. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Again, it's Elliott.
All right, that's enough money, nigga.
And he'll be taken down at the
Cut his ass.
46-yard
Cutting
line.
his ass in the game.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad.
10
Incident.
yards,
They were feeling
you
pretty
gonna
good
push
about
somebody
it.
in
Only
the
people
damn back.
celebrating, the guys that just gave up that play.
That locked my damn.
Hey. Four down.
Now it's Jackson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That'll be a gain of 16. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
It seemed like the situation was 2nd and a mile to go for a 1st down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
On third down, Elliott. And he will have the first down, but it winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to
Gave me that
roll.
wide receiver.
He gives that
All
one.
runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Yeah.
On the run, this is Jackson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And they'll go on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Shaquille Griffin hit on the stop defensively. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here.
Put it mildly, sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in.
I was going to say nothing. Man, I'm telling you.
Let me take it out.
I wish I was playing blue right now. I can't say that. I'm going to get myself in trouble. Fuck.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty.
There you go. Sliding. Wait, take. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. There you go, 47.
Okay.
Get wide.
That was how we moved
From the
the
gun, drops it underneath. Elliott.
Oh, you missed that goddamn tackle.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation.
So,
Stay in
Rob.
bounds, young man.
I know.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Over here watching Golden Line, hair blue teeth.
21 to well. 26. 26.
And he's going to find his way
Good play,
forward.
Golden Line. That motherfucker stopped on a
He'll get a
dime.
nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Stopped on a dime.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Who you got left open, LeRod?
Elliott, toss right.
You got to be kidding me, man. I'm downfield. What the
Do
hell?
have a flag down.
Travis
So
Frederick.
let's see what this is
Fucking Pro Bowl.
about. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always
The
talk
raw.
about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because
The
now
raw.
it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up
You
again.
coming in my 40 asking people to join your franchise? Oh, okay. I could have sworn you said Miami and something.
47.
Okay, well, when somebody asks you, you tell them lead a party and you'll start a party.
Now they'll run it on the toss.
Okay, speak up, because you're talking like a girl. I can barely get you.
18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
That's all right.
And before the series
I have my team in all, and I'm going to make the playoffs.
Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field.
You got a loss. You got a loss, and got this quarterback the same
thing. You're just getting muscled all over the field. And
I tell y'all, keep y'all mouth closed. Speak up. You talk like a woman.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage with a penalty flag.
And you're going to run it right in the ground.
This might push him back further. So that one will be accepted.
Okay. How much you want to bet? That's what I thought. Because you know what? Let me tell you something. You better hope that Ray joined that franchise and put that money up. That's what you better hope. Like I said, I guarantee you. Okay, goddamn. Let's bet. What call that talk? Let's bet. Okay, that's what I thought.
So let's see what this is about.
Nah, I got money to give. I got money to give. You know, and you got money to give. You don't have that much responsibility. You at home. Yeah. Oh, that's what you doing? You putting your money into your league? I know you not. I know you not. I know you not. Y'all depending on gold. I mean, y'all depending on. Y'all depending on Ray. You depending on Ray.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth.
Don't let him come through. Okay, well, I'm just going by what I read when people send to me and when people come in the party and ask me.
Now they'll run it.
Let me give you an example. When Ness came in the party and asked me, because you told him that what's his name is giving out $750 for the Super Bowl and the other $500 is okay, somebody lying.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, next time Finesse in here, I'm sure going to ask him, because somebody lying. Then the next thing you're going to do, you're going to go to Skin Dog and tell Skin Dog that I was wrong for telling this man about him being a fool of giving $12.50 when here it is, give it the second season. Let y'all put in $10 and the first season let it be 3-10.
Just a pickup of a yard there. That won't help too much. They're left with a third and short now.
You and Tipsy, y'all wouldn't have done shit. Then better yet, you know what? Better yet, you know what? Let me ask you this. You ask everybody to send Ray $5.
Time for a break.
Yeah, I know.
We'll come back to wrap this one up. After
you know, I know your parents said it's the mindset. Stay in the child's play.
This will be 3rd and a mile.
It's grown folks. It is. You getting upset because I told a man because y'all not
walking. Not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 41-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the
sideline. You got that lead? Really you got that lead? Because you told them what Ray would do.
He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find.
You did or you didn't? Did you mention Bray's name? Did you mention Bray's name? Yes or no?
Here on the left hash, this from 48
yes
yards.
Or no? Did you mention Bray's name? You did or you didn't?
Headed right, it's no good.
Well, you know what? That answers the question. Yes, you did, because I'm gonna tell you why. You just said you chose you told
you have to figure their fate. It might be sealed.
But this,
Yeah, you
it
needed
might
2
be.
scores. So you take the field goal first and then worry about getting the ball back. But that may not matter now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the
You
38.
didn't know?
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
On 1st down, Gaines shrugs him
I
off.
don't care. But you know what? I'm gonna be in that franchise. But
It
watch.
won't be a sack. It's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the
Watch.
pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
If Bray have anything to do with it.
Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. White 90. White 90.
I tell you what.
Looking to throw on 2nd
We'll
down.
see. Somebody lying. Now, I could be lying. I could be lying.
And he'll be taken down at the
Okay,
36-yard line.
we'll find
The
out.
reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
We're going to find out.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
Okay. And you know what? You know what I'm going to do? After Goldenlion86 finish kicking my ass, I'm going to send you. Matter of fact, you stay in this party, and I'm going to send a little group the message that Ray and I was talking. Okay. I didn't say commissioner. There you go. I said I'm going to join the franchise. That's what I said.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Okay.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Let's go.
Okay. That's fine. It's like somebody kicked me out when I joined the other.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yeah.
And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no
If you're not going to tell me the name, don't say I told somebody to win this shit. Be man enough to say what you said to somebody. And be done with it. I can't, we 1,000 miles away.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Okay. You're right about that. You're right about that.
Well, Prescott here to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Good night, pussy baby.
With a pick. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you're just sitting up and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they
good game, Goldenlion.
got a good cushion.
Good game,
keep
bro.
pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Throwing on 1st down. Gaines, and he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game.
3.
Instead, 2nd down.
I think it's still 3.
3 touchdowns. Yeah, 3 call back every time.
After the incompletion, they'll try once.
I'll be waiting on you. I'll be waiting on you. Yeah, I'll be waiting on you.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Gaines throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Turn it off, my God.
It hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you kind
I
of
got to do like you said, Kevin. I got to go practice.
He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure.
Steady advance. And my man just as fast as he is.
The blitz does come.
My man got 96 speed too. He got 90. He got 96 speed over there.
Oh, he do?
Yeah.
It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This
He got
secondary
hurt.
really put this receiving core
They
on
got
lockdown.
this.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here.
Oh, that tight end blue guy got a broken finger. He ain't gonna be playing no more now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now in desperation, throw deep down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Come on, y'all. Let's hold him.
And a terrific return as he takes it all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that puts
Trade
you
him
to make
out
some
for
tough
defensive
choices you
players.
want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
I think I think Gary man owe me something because I'm trading him Russell Wilson and Todd Lockett. Let's see what he owe me. Oh man, don't be hurting me.
Throwing here, Prescott.
Rough in the pass.
It's a touchdown, but multiple flags now, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start.
I don't even know how they asked the sideline.
Not at all. You can ball in the end zone on a takeaway. Take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead.
I gotta work on my
Storyline this
offense.
one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada.
What you laughing at, Goldenlion?
You answered yourself. I ain't gonna do it.
Goldenlion, I don't bullshit myself. Shit. I know what I need to do. I ain't gonna do it.
Going along with those zeros in the time column, too.
So for the Cowboys,
Well, man, shit, I haven't
the
beat
streak
you.
continues
I
as
don't
they
think
get their
it's
record
16 or
up to
17.
4-2.
Shit.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week
Yeah.
before they
Man,
get back
16
at
or
it again.
17.
Meanwhile, for Seattle, it was a good first month.
It's been a minute. I finally learned how